today's video, we're going to be doing a life update. I have some questions I'm going to answer, but I'm going to give you guys a general update of what is going on with me. Without saying too much, let's get into the video. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Stephanienadia. You're welcome. I hope you enjoy the vibe over here. Over here, we do faith, YouTube growth, self-development, hair, makeup, fashion, lifestyle, all that jazz. If that's your kind of vibe, make sure you're subscribing, okay? So I'm going to open my Not Gonna Lie app. It's the anonymous tag thing. So I posted it on both Instagram and Snapchat. So before we get into the actual questions you guys asked me, there are some things I wanted to just mention before I start answering the questions. So I'm done with my master's, so your girl is a degree hotter, okay? Put some respect on my name. Okay, your girl is a degree hotter. I have a master's degree in international business. Don't play with me, okay? Don't play with me. After this master's I just did, I want to work here for a little bit before I consider going back home because of the shmoney. You need a shmoney to go back home. I met my boyfriend in the UK, and obviously I see a future with this person, so I don't just want to up and move without a plan or anything. So it makes sense to stay here longer, see what this country has to offer me, because the brand deals I've worked with alone, I know if I move back to Ghana, those people will not mind me again. Stress that comes with shipping things across continents, that makes it a little bit harder. And I think my content creation took off when I moved to the UK, so it wouldn't exactly make sense to move back to Ghana just now, because obviously I want to be big, okay? I'm talking working with Apple and Tesla, okay? Your girl got dreams, okay? Just pray for me when you're praying, because these dreams. So yeah, that's generally the plan, to stay here, work for a bit. So there are two options I could take: a sponsorship option where you work with a company that will sponsor you, and then so you're here because of that company, or you can use the postgraduate work visa route, which is a work visa of 2 years that they introduced in 2019, that if you do your masters in the UK, you qualify for a 2 years work visa in this country, which is currently around 3,000 something pounds to do. And I think the sponsorship route is way cheaper because the company takes care of that, because you're valuable to them. But then you have to work with the company for 5 years, because that's the amount of time. And so currently my current goal is the company I work with offered the sponsorship, but I don't know yet what route I'm going to go with, so I'll let you guys know, okay? Yes, so yeah, that's basically all of it. I miss Ghana, and hopefully I'd like to come visit Ghana when I get the shmoney. Working part-time, it's not it, okay? So I'm excited to finally start full-time work to make some money that I can see that, okay, yes, I'm making some money. Because when I was working when I'm currently still working just 16 hours, my company could only offer me 16, even though I could work 20, because it's an 8-hour shift per day, 9 to 5. So it put it was taking a toll on me, because rent is not cheap, bills are not cheap, you have to take care of yourself, you have to be able to save, you have to chow, okay? And content creation is not at that point where it's paying my bills yet, okay? Yes, we're gonna get there, but it's not there yet. I'm trying to be 100 with you guys to let you guys understand everything that is going on. So yeah, that's basically all I need to say. So if I see a question about my masters and stuff, I'm gonna jump them, because I feel like I've answered them already. So we're gonna go to the inbox. I have a lot. My phone is charging, let me take it out of charge. I have a lot of questions, guys. You people, you don't joke, okay? When you get opportunity, you don't joke. So if you don't follow me on my Instagram or Snapchat, I'll put it down here. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me personally, you can DM me or just take part in the Q&As I put up there. It's anonymous, so you don't have to worry about it. This one, which is the first one, it says, can an average student venture into IT? What requirements are needed apart from knowing your job? So I'm answering the first part. Any type of student can venture into IT, okay? It depends on what you're going to take and say, this is what I want to do. I'm going to know everything about it and everything that can make me very good at this particular thing. So any type of student, okay? any type, because I don't see myself as an excellent student. I'm okay, child. We are all surviving out here. So yes, any type of student can venture into IT. It's just about your prep and what work you put into it, because it's not easy, you know. So yes, so the next part of it is next part of the question is, what requirements are needed apart from knowing your job? Just having a portfolio. A portfolio is like something to show projects you've worked on. Could be personal, could be volunteering, could be internships. So you need to build that as well and add that to your CV. It shows them that okay, you can do the job. It's like you're applying to be a painter, so pictures of people's houses you've painted, that is your portfolio. I don't know if you get it. So that's an example of that. So if you do internships, volunteer with tech companies, that experience and working on campaigns, it serves as like a portfolio for you to add to your CV that helps you like put you on another level. And what requirements are needed? IT jobs don't really require a lot, except if you're of course if it's a junior entry role, it doesn't even require years of experience, just a can-do spirit, okay, and I want to learn spirit, basically. Yeah. Next question says, you're really beautiful. I said questions, but thank you. Does your school offer postgraduate visa, and what are the requirements? So I know some people get this confused. The postgraduate work visa, so far as you're a student that studied your masters in the UK, you qualify for it, whether you went to a private or a public school. That whole public and private thing only applies in Canada, I think. If you do your masters in a private university in Canada, I think you don't qualify for a postgraduate work visa. But here, so far as you took your masters here, you qualify for it. So far as you took your masters here and didn't break any laws, because you're only allowed to work like 2 days in a week as a student. Master's degree in the UK is only a year, right? Yes, it is. You had said in your previous video you completed, so what next? I've mentioned that. Do you have to leave the country or can you stay? I've mentioned that. If it's the latter, then on what basis are you still there? So I'm saying that I'm contemplating which routes to go, if to go the sponsorship route and tie myself down to a company for 5 years, or go the work visa route where you can apply to any job because you're already on a work visa. So yes, how to tailor resume for product management roles, entry level, especially if you want to transition from project management to product management. I mentioned transferable skills. The best thing to do if you're going into a role that is entry level is to leverage on the experience you have already and how you're going to use the skills you honed from that experience in this role. So if you did project management and you're moving to product management, the two of them actually have very similar things. You have to work on a roadmap, you have to work on a strategy, you have to work on some UX is in there as well. So just look at the two skills required to do both roles and then just leverage on your transferable skills. When I say leverage on your transferable skills, let them know that you have this skill already from being a project manager. So if you become their product manager, you can use this skill to achieve this and that and that, because you use this skill to achieve this and this and that in this role. Okay, so yeah, entry level especially, you need to leverage on the skills you have already, because even if you worked in medicine, you're moving to pilots, there's something you can say that you learned from doing medicine that you can use as a pilot, because even if it's not technical skills, it can be mental skills or something, attention to detail. Just sell yourself, okay? Just market yourself. You know the way people market products, market yourself, okay? We are done, we'll live up to the marketing, but for the meantime, market yourself. So that's how you can tailor your resume, and then look at the job description and try to make your CV portray that you have the skills that can do the job. Do you get it? So don't use one CV to apply to all the roles. Try to look at the responsibilities they want you to tackle in the job they are hiring for, and then try to put keywords of that responsibility in your CV so they'll know that okay, there's some linkage somewhere. Yeah, so that's how to tailor your CV. This is from my friend. She says, you know how much I love you and God loves you more, so never waver in your faith and your walk with him. Tracy here. I love you, baby girl. I love you. I've been friends with Tracy since senior secondary school, and I was in senior secondary school in 2013. So that's 10 years. Hey, I've grown. Oh, Yeah, but like she's one of the gems of my life. I love you, Tracy. This one says, is everything fine between you and Pamela? Not heard from you guys in a while. I showed this to Pamela and she posted it on her Snapchat and really gave it to the person. I'm about to address it here as well. See, this is an example of why I'm a little bit scared about posting Daniel, my partner, over here, because my boyfriend, let me stop saying partner, is giving girlfriend, but that's why I'm scared of posting my boyfriend over here, because I feel like if I start doing content with him and then there's a time where we're not creating content together, people will start saying that, hey, why have you broken up? Have you, like, and those things just stress you out. So the other stress is not necessary. Me and Pamela are fine. We don't talk very often now, but when we do talk, it's for like 3 hours on a phone call or more. Okay, just updating each other on our lives. So we're totally fine. We're fine, child. We're just fine, guys. Someone says, I want to intern at the airport. I sent you a DM on IG. Please, any tips on how to land the internship? This question, the number of times I've gotten it. I did my internship at the Ghana Airports Company, my national service. So here's the thing, yeah, you can pay for special posting and then get posted there. It does not end there. You have to have, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this online, but you have to have an inside body. So without, and I feel this is general knowledge, without an inside body, you might end up going there and they'll tell you they've picked people already, because there are people in higher places that recommend their people to such organizations. So you can't just specially post yourself there and then just appear that I've come to work. Okay, the stress, child, let's not get into it. Yeah, so this person is on drugs. I'm trying to do my, hold on, I'm getting a call. I'm still filming, baby. Love you, bye.
I miss my girlfriend.
Okay, so I'm trying to do my research on the best universities for studying my master's in the UK. Charlie, it's not easy. Any tips to make it feasible? How I landed my university is very, very good. I think someone recommended it, and I also searched online the best city to study a master's, and then it was in the list there somewhere. But then parts of Harry Potter was filmed here, and it's a very historical place because they've not modernized it like the way you'd get Manchester and London. Like some of the old buildings are still here, old churches and stuff. So I just did some research, child. With the best university, just have a university with a good acceptance rate, a university in a city that you just know what kind of things you want to be in a city that you want to move to. Most of the universities in the UK are good. My university, I'd say, is a very good one. I always say this, but this university has been so good to me, York St. John University, to the point where in my first semester there was, they don't do this anymore. So if you come here and they are not doing anything, you say, I said they do it. Hey, so in the first semester they were giving out cards, like cards with money on it to the students. So it was £10 initially to help out with groceries if you're doing groceries for free. Plus that, they were giving groceries every week to students because they knew the economy was getting harder. So that was how they could help us, and it was so helpful. Even though most of the things were English foods and I was fresh, so I couldn't eat them, I kept them. Okay, after some time I ate them before they expired. So yeah, my school, for instance, is a very historic place. It's not as diverse, but I don't mind because I can live anywhere. If you went to senior secondary school in Ghana, you can live anywhere. Okay, under a rock, even prison, you can live there, because I realized how they live in prison here, and it's very, very alarmingly close to how we're living in senior secondary school in Ghana. For the best universities, just do some research, read about the university, go to the university's website. I fall in love with visuals, okay? So I went and I fell in love with the visuals, like the pictures available about my school. I was like, I'm gonna come here, because initially I was gonna go to Glasgow Caledonian, is in Scotland, but then my class was delayed and God just wanted me to come here, so this is where I ended up. So yes, just read, just search stuff, TikTok is a good place to do some research as well. So when I was coming here, TikTok is where I watch a lot of videos about the school. There's not much available because my university is a smaller university compared to other ones, and I think that also helped it be more student centered, because let's say if there are train strikes, you typically wouldn't get a big universities canceling class and moving it online, because they're still gonna do it no matter what people come. But if the university is a smaller university, if there are train strikes, they take into account that people live in other cities and can't make it, so they like move class online to make it easy for everybody. So yes, what made you settle on Yox and John? I've said that already. I'm trying to go fast because my camera is 2 minutes. Is international business worth it, and what work are you currently doing? I'm currently working as a support worker, so that's what I'm currently doing. I'm hoping to transition into something else very soon that is full-time. International business, don't quote me on this, but I would not advise you to do it, because it's a master of none and gives you a little knowledge of everything. Because I've done a little of data analytics, blockchain, I've done a little of Web3, I've done a little of global issues, I've done a little of the problems the UN faces. It just doesn't focus in one area. So if you get an MBA, you get something in HR, you get something in insurance, like those ones are more focused on stuff. So I wouldn't advise anyone to do international business, because I'm not a master of anything. I'm just have knowledge on everything. I don't know if it makes sense, but yeah. Are you planning on coming to Ghana anytime soon? I've mentioned that already. After school, what next? I've said that. So yeah, I think that's all, guys. My camera is on 1 minute, so I'm going to hurry. It was fun filming this video. I'm going to quickly edit it so you guys can see it, plus another video. I'm trying to see if I can start posting 3 times a week. Don't quote me on that, because if I get a full-time job, it's not gonna be possible. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching the video, and thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for 7,000 of you, okay? Because who is she? We started at 0. There's 7,000 of you. Hey. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in next week's video. Peace out.
Walk her down the valley, pack a piece of heaven for the bottoms of her feet. Teach her how to jump and how to stretch when she reach, like the angels do, and you gon' make it through now. Tell about the healing.